To be trusted is greater compliment than to be loved. Deceivers are the most dangerous members of the society. Deceivers hoodwink others for their happiness, but this happiness is short-lived. When their insincerity comes to light, they themselves land up in misery and discomfort. The behavior of some animals bears testimony to this. There was a beehive on a mango tree in a quiet corner of the jungle. This part of the jungle was hidden by thick shrubs and ferns, and no animals strode into this spot. Therefore, the bees lived happily because no one came to steal their honey. One day a fox came upon this place in search of grapes. At this time the bees had built a large honeycomb and honey was dripping from it onto the ground. The fox stood beneath and lapped up drops of money that fell from it, but he was not satisfied, so he told the bees, "Oh, my dear bees, why you give me a bit of your honey? It is sweet and delicious." The bees agreed to give him the honey, but they said, "You must prove us that you will not anybody about our hive." The fox readily agreed. He then made a cup out of tree leaves and held it beneath the hive. The bees dropped the honey into the cup and the fox drank it. The fox came daily. He would ask for a cup of honey every day and the bees would oblige him. The fox, being wily and greedy, wanted to get all the honey at once. While he was thinking about it, a bear came by. At once an idea struck the fox. He told the bear, "Oh, bear dear, you must be searching for honey. I believe I will show a place where there is a honeycomb, but my condition is that you must give me half of the honey you gather." The bear readily agreed to the proposal and felt excited at the thought of getting honey. You must know bears are very fond of honey. It is their favorite food. So he followed the fox to the mango tree. The fox pointed at the hive and then went and hid himself at a spot where the bees would not able to see him. The bear was thrilled on seeing the hive. He attacked it with his paws, broke the honeycomb, and gathering all the honey ran away. The bees were very angry and felt sad on losing their hive, but some of the bees wondered, "How did the bear come to know of our hive? Let us follow him and find out." So they followed the bear. The bear soon reached the spot where the fox was hiding. He gave half of the honey to the fox. Happily, both of them then left with their share of the honey. The bees, who were watching all this, realized the treachery of the fox. "He has betrayed us in spite of the kindness we have shown him. We must teach him a lesson," they swore. Soon the bees began building another hive. They worked hard, and as the days passed their hive began to grow bigger. One day the fox again came to the spot. He was overjoyed on seeing the hive. He was unaware that the bees knew of his treachery. The bees became angry on seeing him. They knew that now they could take revenge. As he came near, they said, "Friend Fox, you must be keen to taste our honey." "Yes, I am," the fox replied. "Then sit down under the tree. We shall bring you honey down in a cup." Soon one by one the bees flew down and surrounded the fox. The fox was surprised to see himself being surrounded by so many bees. "Where is the honey?" he asked. "You treacherous fox, you betrayed us to the bear. You must get the punishment for your wicked act." So saying, they attacked him from all sides. The fox yelled and screamed as thousands of bees settled down on his body, stinging him severely. He tried his best to ward them off, but in vain. They stung him mercilessly again and again. At last, somehow he gathered his senses and ran out of the jungle with the bees after him. They had stung him all over and his body had become swallow, and he dashed against a tree and thorny bushes. At last the bees let him go and returned to the hive. The fox limped off home. He had paid the price for his treachery. He learned a bitter lesson that betrayal is very hurting. The fox spoilt his image and the animals knew of his wily ways. No one trusted him. If you destroy the trust reposed in you and let out the secrets of friends, you will never command respect. No one ever lauds a betrayer. History is replete with examples of such men. Think of Raja Jaychand and Raja Ambi. Recollect their part played in history. A person who betrays may seem to gain temporarily, but in the long run he is a loser all the way. By betrayal you create trouble for friends. In turn, they hate you for your indiscreet behavior. You lose their trust and love. A great thinker rightly said, "The soul and spirit that animates and keeps up society is mutual trust." Never Let the secrets of your family, your friends and of your country known to any adversary.